What is going on to Culture Junkie Nation? Welcome back to another great episode of Culture Junkies Live, episode 301 on the dial. If you missed our last episode 300, it is up there on our YouTube channel for you to watch in its entirety. Today, it's all about y'all. It's Peep Show version 3. Introduce who's going to be on the show with me today. To the right of me is the great Adakuji.
Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Hope you had a great weekend.
It's so cold, man.
Watching some of that, what do you call that stuff? TV shows and playing some good games and whatnot.
Yeah, it's so cold out there. And sitting from me, hailing from the First Order himself, Director GQ.
We do not train to be merciful here. Mercy is for the weak.
That's a snazzy hat you're wearing there, brother. Of
course it is.
It's a super snazzy hat.
Well, you know, it's a little, I don't know.
How many credits did that run you?
Enough, but it's a little, I don't know, German for my taste. I might have to switch it up, 'cause this is a little bit strange.
I mean, are all those Imperial hats kind of like that way, though, anyway?
The entire Imperial look is kind of inspired by
the Gestapo. Yeah.
So.
No, you're absolutely right. I want to say what's up out there to our usual suspects, the other Steve, Cassidius, Wolverine Solid X. Fallen Marvel is in the chat today as well, and Preem is there. He was first.
Wow.
He was in first. What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the show. Let's have a fun one. So we got a few things to talk about and run the gamut today. Dido brought up to our attention one pretty funny little anecdote that Wonder Woman's thrown as the top rated on Rotten Tomatoes DC product has fallen by the wayside. It is now Peacemaker's turn. Yeah. Peacemaker has unseated Wonder Woman as the top DC I guess cinematic anything. Well, what do you guys think of that?
I like Peacemaker. I like it a lot.
Peacemaker's hilarious, bro.
Yeah, it is pretty funny. It gives me Deadpool vibes, but not Deadpool at all, because it's not like breaking the fourth wall or anything, but it's more like...
It comes damn close.
Yeah, just the way Peacemaker is, because he's just kind of like oblivious to stuff, too honest, speaks what's on his mind.
You know, I was going to say this. So in my secret identity as a web developer by day, I was talking to a colleague of mine, and I was just remarking, I don't remember Peacemaker being this much of an idiot in the Suicide Squad. Do you guys think that? Like, was he this dumb?
There.
Yeah, it was there.
It was definitely there.
But I don't know. This seems like it Gunn cranked it up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well, again, you got more time with him. As you spend more time with a character, you get to see more of their nuance. Yeah. I just think it's hilarious that we got John Cena and Robert Patrick back together again.
Yes.
After being in the Marine years and years and years ago.
Totally different tone.
Oh yeah,
in
absolutely.
This one.
Robert Patrick is that dude plays a perfect racist.
Don't he?
A little too good.
Well, no, I'm sure he's a nice dude in real life, but he seems like
he's a pretty decent dude.
Super well. It's scary almost. It's like,
I know, right? Like, dude,
I don't know if I want to be Robert
Patrick
Patrick anymore.
You know how some white people are a little too comfortable saying the N-word? Yeah. He look a little too comfortable being like a racist, bro. So, like, a little too comfortable. No, for real.
Either he's a really good actor or something. He's getting a chance to just cut loose.
Got a little undertones there. I hear you. I hear you. No. So that everybody pretty much agrees Peacemaker is awesome. But you know what isn't awesome? That damn Mortal Kombat movie they foisted on us last year. So they went ahead and greenlit Mortal Kombat 2.
Could be better.
Hopefully.
Could be better.
You know what they probably based it on? The fact that everybody saw that preview and saw the Scorpion Sub-Zero fight at the beginning. Everybody's like, yay! And they're like, oh, that's good enough numbers. Let's do another one. I'm like, wait, hold on. Nobody saw the actual movie, though.
Did you not see that recently? Ed Boon, because I follow Ed Boon on Twitter, literally said that Dwayne Johnson would make a perfect Shao Kahn. Yeah. I personally wouldn't, because it'd be all about Dwayne Rock Johnson. It don't need to be about him.
It depends on how they swing it.
Dude, he is in a position right now. This man, everything he touches is gold. Now, that movie probably be phenomenal. Mm-hmm. But I guarantee you, it's gonna be the Shao Kahn story.
But here's the thing.
About Shao Kahn.
Here's
like
the thing.
Mummy, like not the Mummy. Excuse me, Scorpion King or Black Adam.
What do you mean? Scorpion King was written for him.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Scorpion King. You saw him in the second Mummy movie, if I remember correctly. Bad guy. Then they made a movie. Oh, he's a good guy, but this is how he becomes bad guy. Black Adam. He was a good guy. Now he's kind of like a bad guy. Shao Kahn. It's all about him, is what I'm trying to get at. Because like The Rock has, he has that ego, and that's why he's not doing any more fast movies.
We already talked about that, but I think what's going on with The Rock in that regard, because The Rock doesn't strike me as Van Damme in that sense, because the Street Fighter movie was all about Van Damme, and it shouldn't have been. So Rock has, even now, Rock doesn't have a problem really playing supporting roles.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to bring you back to a movie where he was not the lead character, and you and them out there is going to say this movie sucked. The second G.I. Joe movie.
Okay.
I actually like the second G.I. Joe movie.
Actually, Cassidius is in the chat saying, just like G.I. Joe, he ruined the movie. Like, literally, Cassidius just
Did he ruin the movie, or is the movie just not written well? Because
probably a little of both.
The movie itself is fine.
Oh, the Iguana Man has re-upped his sub.
Appreciate your sub. 10 months on a 4-month streak. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, sir.
G.I. Joe first of all, the first two movies weren't good. It's not that The Rock ruined it. The second movie was actually the better of the two because it was closer to the cartoon.
And that's still not even really saying much because it was still a bad
no,
movie.
He wasn't really supporting in that one, was he? Because he was supposed to be supporting, and then they killed Duke.
No, they killed Duke because Channing Tatum didn't want to do it. They killed Duke that early because Channing Tatum didn't want to do the movie. He did not want to, fulfill his. He did not want to fulfill his contract, basically.
That's hilarious.
What did he say?
He said,
I'll put it up there. Defa Peep Show. Hold up, we got an all-male panel. That's funny. That's funny.
Okay, I get it.
No, that's funny. That's
always.
Funny. It pretty much is always kind of, honestly, I really would like to rectify that. We need a little bit more, no offense to the producer back there, but she's got a job to do, and she is a proud casual. She ain't one of us, not like that. I mean, she's one of us, but she's not like, anyway, I digress. I'm enough sticking my foot in my mouth. So last thing before we go on to Boba Fett. So y'all was talking about The Rock. Rock was teasing that he's got a new movie project getting ready to come up, and it's based on a video game, but it's a game that he grew up playing. Now,
Mortal Kombat.
It's not Mortal Kombat.
Spy Hunter. He still got to finish that contract.
Now, that is interesting. It could be Spy Hunter, but some people were saying it might be something a little bit older, like Atari 2600 days, but I doubt it.
I'm Roxanne Pitfall.
Pitfall would be interesting. Seeing as how he's done Jumanji, he also did Jungle Cruise. This would fit into that theme, but I don't know.
This man loves being in the goddamn jungle, don't he?
Yeah, I don't see him as Pitfall Harry. I
No, you can't see as anything as Pitfall Harry, because Pitfall Harry, unless you play the 16-bit, 30/32-bit games, that's only when supposedly he got a personality.
Right.
Because, the Atari 2600, whatever. So, I don't know. I mean, I think they could do it, but it's going to be too much like Uncharted. And I'm calling this right now. Uncharted is Pitfall with movie action in it, the games and the movie. Right? Okay. So how in the heck are you going to freaking...
Cassidius said burger time.
Yes.
That would be funny.
That would be funny.
All right, so Legend apparently has a dislike for The Rock.
Kevin has always had a thing for The Rock.
I'm sorry,
a negative
like
thing for The Rock.
I like The Rock.
He's always had a negative thing.
I enjoy some of his movies, but I just feel like if he was Shao Kahn, for example, if Mortal Kombat 2 came out and they did get The Rock as Shao Kahn, Mortal Kombat 2 is going to be about The Rock. He's going to have the most amount of scenes and all this other stuff. I don't know.
I'm still trying to figure out what you're basing that on.
Just him.
Just The Rock being The Rock.
But where in his track record has that really shown that was the case? Like a movie that he was in, that he suddenly had them rewrite the entire thing to be about him.
I don't think it's about rewriting it like that. And you're kind of right, but it's just I understand that whole thing that happened behind the scenes of why he doesn't be in the fast movies. But because of that, gives me because what did Vin Diesel do to let it get to him to where it got that bad when they were first making these movies? Seriously, what did he say?
What did Vin Diesel say?
Yeah, because apparently something had to fucking crease his butt crack or whatever.
Come on, man. You know how Vin Diesel, the Fast franchise was his baby. And then here comes this guy along, and they all of a sudden say, oh, well, the Fast franchise was saved because The Rock was in it, because coincidentally, Fast 5 was like the best movie.
It was the highest grossing one.
And it was the highest grossing movie. So he started to feel...
His baby.
what?
Triple X could be his big.
No.
Black.
No,
Pitch Black.
Fast. Don't forget, he basically brought the rights to it. It's his.
Well,
It's
it
his.
is his now because he was in the first one, second one he wasn't in, third one he wasn't in.
He was a producer?
He was a cameo in the third one.
Okay, cameo. We're gonna say he wasn't.
But
in
by that point, by the fourth one, he bought the franchise basically. Well, not completely, but I mean, he's the main producer on it. So that's why it's technically his, like you said, his baby.
Yeah.
But Fast 5 is when the movie truly became the mega's ridiculous blockbuster it is.
Exactly.
And it just so happened that The Rock was in the fifth one.
Right.
And it's true, but it's just like, to me, he had to have said something that hurt him personally in order to be like that.
Oh, you're talking about as far as they're falling out?
Yeah, and I'm not even talking about the recent fall. I'm talking about what started in the beginning.
I mean, who knows? Again, that may never come to the light of day. But like I said, the most recent one, I'm completely on his side of do not bring in
family,
kids,
all that.
Paul Walker being dead as me.
None of that.
Suddenly,
that guilt trip shit.
It's like you don't. It's like that's
because he was trying to guilt trip him.
It's like if I've already told you in private, I don't want to do this, and here's why. Going out and putting it on social media trying to guilt trip me that's just not a good look regardless.
Of course it's not. And like I said, that was bad form. But before that bad form even became to be, something in The Rock's ego stopped him from wanting to be in that movie. And I don't think it was just – and I think it was that initial friggin' whatever that happened because I'm pretty sure, and I could be wrong, and I'm pretty sure I probably are wrong, that – The Rock coming in, and he's grown a lot in the movie industry. I mean, he is the man to be. He is today's Arnold Schwarzenegger, if you want to call it like that. And Vin Diesel is probably ribbing with him or something like that, maybe. And it probably struck him personally. And I'm just thinking to myself, and so that's where I get that mindset.
Okay.
I could be extremely wrong. He could be a great Shao Kahn, be a secondary in the background, be a villain, be a bad guy, and let the stars take the show.
Yeah.
I just don't.
I will say this, say my piece. More than likely, like I said, around Fast 5, remember before that, everybody said it's all about Dom. Where's Dom? Dom Toretto is like the big character. Hobbs comes along, and then it's The Rock, and he squares off with Dom, and everybody's like, oh, Hobbs is awesome. And now it started to become about Hobbs. You think Vin Diesel ain't going to get rubbed a little bit the wrong way about that? Come on now.
Probably a lot of egos got rubbed the wrong way.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
They're over there trying to rub other man's rhubarbs and it didn't work out.
Right. So, real quick before we move on to Boba, I wanted to bring up the one thing that Cassidia 75 absolutely said, and it was my first thing that I thought of that he was talking about. Contra.
If he does Contra, there needs to be somebody else in there with him.
Yep.
Contra. Yeah.
I would like to see Spy Hunter. Though.
Okay, so the reason why I wouldn't like the Contra is because if they were to make Contra, they're going to probably try to base it off the newest game. That newest game was kind of
weak.
Kevin.
Okay, so he said, had he not done what he did at WrestleMania 31, I wouldn't have no problems with him. You do realize that wrestling is scripted, right?
Yeah, but it don't matter because if wrestling is scripted and whoever scripts it can change it at any moment, there's no such thing as the Montreal Screwjob then.
Oh, no, the Montreal Screwjob
that shit was real.
Was a great work.
But that's what I'm saying. It may have been real, but the guy who scripted it changed it at the last minute. That's my thing.
I understand
I thought you
that.
could change stuff at the last minute.
Right.
No, you should, especially if people kind of get wind of what you're doing.
All right. So, let's real brief because this is supposed to be your show. Actually, you know what? Forget it. Let's talk about Boba during the Peep Show. Let's start off the Peep Show with that. So go ahead and
that's not the Peep Show. Then you're picking a topic. That's what the people you got to see what the people want.
Fine. Let's talk about it because it wasn't Boba Fett this week. It really wasn't. It was the Mandalorian this week.
Literally the Mandalorian.
It was Mandalorian this
episode.
Week. Now,
season 3, episode 1.
I don't know how y'all feel about Boba Fett, the show in general, but for me, this week's episode kind of highlighted whatever issues people may be having with Boba Fett, the show, in one single episode. Yep. Because this one was so good, and Boba wasn't even in it. Like, the only person that was in it was Finnick, and she was in there for 2 minutes. You know?
Yeah.
So, it's like, but everything else was just great. So, let's talk about it.
The whole episode. This is just one thing I wish they would have done, and not in that episode. In Phantom Menace. There should have been a kid with fucking Anakin Skywalker at the time that was female, had curly hair.
Yes, yes. Because literally, when she said, "I'm a lifer, I've never even been off world," I was like,
that would have been such a fucking.
That would have been a nice little
callback.
callback. Yeah, that would have been a nice little callback.
But regardless,
yeah, no.
I enjoyed the episode.
Yeah, Guana, man, you're right. Bryce Dallas Howard did her thing in this.
She sure did. She should have been directing all the episodes.
Right.
She directed.
I'm sorry,
she
Paul.
really well.
What's his name?
Huh? What?
John Favreau.
Yeah.
Because John Favreau directed like the first 3.
Mm-hmm.
No, I thought it was
Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah,
Robert Rodriguez.
Robert Rodriguez, great. I'm sorry. Bryce Dallas Howard probably would have pulled more
She
out.
directed some really good episodes in The Mandalorian anyway.
Yeah,
so,
she did.
Yeah, so this is just her picking up where she left off. I love the fact that they were on the Halo ring.
Yeah, I was trying to
dog.
so
Yeah,
they were
okay.
on a planet.
The Halo ring, not only the Halo ring, but it also harkened back to some of the colonies in Gundam. I mean, yeah, the colonies, because they were literally in space, and they were very cylindrical, and you had those swaths of land, like, just in a little cylinder.
Didn't
So
you
it
see
was kind of sweet.
that I'm not too sure. In those Star Wars anime that came out not too long ago, did you see that ring in an episode?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right.
But no, the chat's going crazy.
Yeah,
I
says
think
he
it
does
really
not have an issue with the series so far. I think the reason people have an issue with the series is because they have those nostalgia goggles on for Boba. He was a trash character, and they're finally giving him the story and character he deserves. Again, it's Dido and I have said this a million times. He's a character based on his reputation.
Yes.
Because if you look at the movies only, everybody always goes into the books. The books don't count anymore.
Books, comic books, whatever.
Yeah, so it's like Boba Fett in the movies, from what we've seen, with all of Lucas's special editions, he was standing around in the first Star Wars movie when Jabba and them were at Mos Eisley. And in the second movie, he was in the bounty hunters lineup, and he tracked down the Millennium Falcon using a trick that Obi-Wan used on him and his dad back in the day. Then he didn't even actually capture Han Solo or put him in carbonite. Vader did that for him. It's like,
Right.
It's like, okay,
He
so
gave it
you
to me
like,
here's a
like,
present.
here you go.
literally,
Right, just handed him off. Like,
Jeremy Bullock's job on Empire Strikes Back was super easy.
oh yeah, just stand there, look
Just
cool.
stand there, look cool.
Yeah, stand there, look cool, walk around.
Yeah.
And then by return, he got knocked into the Sarlacc pit. So it's like, what is this legendary bounty hunter you guys are just touting?
Right.
And again, that's why like his series is kind of slow, because it's like, well, he really ain't all that special. Now, Din Djarin, on the other hand, that's my dude.
Indeed. Yes. Like literally that first scene, he goes to the meatpacking plant. Really the butcher, and I mean, dog, he carves them motherfuckers up.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that
That was
dog,
unexpected.
Yeah, just super unexpected.
I'm sitting there saying, "This is what we expected to see
From
Boba Fett."
Yes, that
We
right
expected
there.
to see
Yes,
that from Boba
that right
Fett.
there.
Now,
Yes.
Boba Fett wants to be the Godfather, which is great. Mm-hmm. And if they're trying to pull stuff from the Godfather, which I think that's what they're trying to do. If you remember Godfather 2, I was talking to Preem about this. Godfather 2 had flashbacks in it. Vito Corleone, Michael Corleone, showing what he went through and showing parallels of what Michael's going through.
Right.
There ain't no parallels in the flashbacks, though. They just, here's some random stuff.
Right.
And here's something else that has nothing to do about what you just saw. And it kind of just made Boba Fett look weak. So this episode, Din Djarin never looks weak. Even he got freaking hobbling out of there because he let that lightsaber touch his leg.
Yeah, that was. What I like about it, though, is they've addressed something that people have gone back and forth over. Our lightsabers, the dark saber X and YZ's heavy, and I like the fact that they showed, because you saw that big dude when he picked it up, he was struggling. He was like
struggling mightily.
He was like, I don't even know if I can swing this thing. It was just like
lightsabers are heavy because of the weight of the responsibility of them.
It's a weird thing, because a lot of people say that the Force is what allows them to wield it the way they wield it. Because even when Han cut open the Tauntaun, it was not like he was swinging it around. He was just slicing open something real quick. So it wasn't like it was just really the weight of it. But I don't know. There's always something weird about that. And
but the way the Guildmaster was saying how you're fighting against the Darksaber and you have the strength, you're just fighting against it. You're fighting. You're supposed to be fighting the opponent, not the Darksaber. You're fighting the Darksaber. So a little bit of symbolism meaning there. Like, I mean, is there anything in Japanese folklore, because we know Mandalorians are very much based on samurai clans and the warrior culture. Some swords, I'm sure, are heavy to wield. Mm-hmm. But have you ever, like, you play around with weapons a lot?
Yeah, I do.
So have you ever felt like the heft of a blade where it gets to be a little bit heavy to swing after a few swings?
What it is in sword play usually is they tell you that you have to treat it like it's an extension of your own arm, your own, body, basically. So if you sit there and you're thinking about it constantly, which way it's like, then yeah, it's going to get heavy on you because you're not allowing your body to flow with the weapon that's in your hands.
Okay.
So, and then Hand of Omega is saying something about a clip that he sent us. And
yeah, probably the clip that he sent via text message.
Yeah, how because apparently in Rebels they talked about, I think Sabine Wren said something about how it feels heavy or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay, a lot of things in the chat that a couple of things that I wanted to pull out. One thing is, what does everybody think? Cassidius asked this. What does everybody think the gift for Grogu is? That Mando had
probably a little bitty lightsaber hilt.
I feel like it's just chainmail, like Beskar chainmail for him.
That'd be kind of weird.
Because he said he made it for. Well, listen to what the
I
Guildmaster
guess they
said.
said it's supposed to be in defense, whatnot, but the freaking Darksaber's handle's made out of Beskar, so.
And it's the only Beskar weapon that isn't exist. She even said straight out. She was like, Beskar is for armor. It's not for weapons.
Yeah.
So, and seeing as how it's little, chain links, it just makes me think that she pressed it in chainmail for him. That's all.
It's kind of weird.
Either that, she made up another shifter now to carry around.
Maybe
throw at people.
I know.
Dude,
maybe.
I like that new Naboo starfighter they gave. Well,
Yo,
not new, but it looks so much better in gray.
It does.
You
don't like the yellow?
I've never.
No. I've never liked
the yellow and silver look.
Like, dude, the Naboo cruisers were always so sweet because they were silver. Mm-hmm. They were silver and reflective, and they just really stood out. I thought it was awesome.
Silver.
Could you imagine?
Yes, exactly.
Could you imagine if he coated his ship in Beskar?
Bro,
that would be a waste.
Nope. What?
I mean, for a ship, it'd be undefeatable, but he already can't get caught because it's faster. More than likely,
that shit is
anything is
bro,
out.
No, it's super. It's super fast.
Did you see them turns?
It's super fast, but like, imagine a ship that can't get blasted out of the sky.
But that'd also be kind of cool. But that'd be a lot of Beskar. I did like how they were freaking the pie racing. I was like, they're on Tatooine. We should see another pie because you're talking about the Bunta Eve Classic, whatever. It's gotta keep going. And then that started making me think like
the whole idea behind it though has always been that Anakin was the only human that could ever do it.
Yeah.
And Jabba was the run that ran it.
Well,
So-
they could still have somebody else run. I think it'd be cool.
Well,
I think it would be
you
kind of
gotta
cool
ask
if, like,
Boba or the Pikes to do it then.
well,
Yeah. No,
I
like,
don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool if, like, in the past, before Darth Vader was killed, he came back and he was like, the flag was like, we have a special guest. I know he would never go back to Tatooine because he hates the place, but
right.
just to, that would be kind of
I don't know. It was just, this whole episode, as we said, kind of an update to the Mandalorian, Mandalorian 2.5, as GQ actually put it before the show started. And, he's not wrong. And sure, we were going to be without the Mandalorian. We're not supposed to get season 3 until next year, I believe.
More than likely, yeah. Obi-Wan's supposed to be this year.
It almost felt kind of cruel for us not to get something within those 2 years. But at the same time, you couldn't help but feel like it kind of detracted from the other parts of the story, because it was almost like a complete filler episode detour to say, hey, we're going to go ahead and just talk about this now, and at the very end we'll try and put this little tie to it.
No, it's good storytelling because we're all hyped about it. It did exactly what it needed to do. Boba Fett was at a low point in its whole season, so having this Mando episode is like, oh, boom, get that energy back up. And it also shows what he's been doing up to this point, where Fennec's going to recruit him. So it's storytelling the way you're supposed to do it, but it was needed. It was a much needed shot in the arm that this season needed, because this.
Oh yes.
Again,
Yes.
Episode 4 was good.
Right.
Episode 5 was way better.
Way
better. It wasn't even
better.
necessarily a Boba Fett episode. It was just something that gets you hyped the way you're supposed to.
Exactly. So I want to get to the peep show, but I got to make mention. seeing that big fucking womp rant was kind of crazy. But beyond that, shout out to BD in that BD droid being in her shop, because it's like automatically everybody thought, wait a minute, is that Cal Kestis's BD unit?
Right.
So and she called it BD, so is it the same? We don't know. And are they teasing maybe a live action Cal Kestis show? Because it's not like my man Cameron Monaghan? Yeah, Cameron Monaghan. It's not like he's not able to do it. He was still one of the best parts about Gotham.
He literally would just be putting the clothes on and coming in and
literally
talking.
And it's not like they couldn't get what's her name? I'm sorry, Deborah.
I didn't like her.
Huh?
I didn't like her.
You didn't like her?
Nah.
I mean, okay, but she could still be in the show if they chose to do it. That would be pretty awesome. Iguanaman has said that he would lose his shit if they actually did that.
Yeah, Deborah Wilson.
Deborah Wilson. I think that would be pretty cool.
Talking about Deborah Wilson from that used to be on Mad TV.
Yes,
she was in the game.
Yeah.
I haven't played the game yet.
Oh yeah,
I just installed it to my PlayStation 5, but I
it's a good game.
To play that game.
No, it's a good game. It's a really good game. You're gonna like it. Yeah, no, it's a good game. And I move right along. Sorry, so let's get to the peep show. It's your turn. You guys, let's direct the show. Let's talk about what you want to talk about. Let's go.
The power is yours.
Pilot show predates this one. Huh?
I mean, why not?
How are you gonna have a backdoor pilot for a show that predates?
I don't understand.
I mean, I guess he's saying like backdoor pilot, like BD being in it, like being the backdoor pilot. I guess I don't know.
I don't know. That's kind of how things work, man. It's like you got to have world building.
Yeah. So
he's replying to Preem's comment.
Yeah, Cassidia says, how many episodes does Boba Fett have? It only has 2 more episodes after this week's. So we've got 2 more left, and that's it. Brian Cannon says, do y'all pay attention to movie posters or don't care for them? Of course we do. Of course we pay attention to movie posters. I assume he's talking about the Batman's movie poster that just got released. It looks like he's almost literally bathed in blood, because it's like just red and just hazy. It looks cool. It definitely looks cool.
The original teaser trailer was him in all red light, so who knows?
Right.
What is Monahan doing?
I haven't heard from Monahan since Shameless and Gotham. He's right. I haven't heard from him since then either. But
somebody said
I swear he is.
He's at home.
No,
washing his tights.
Yeah, no. Head Omega says Batman reports say that Batman doesn't actually kill in this one. Oh, amazing.
We'll see.
But in any case, I saw that Preem says some of y'all forget that you all have watched TV for years, and everything from comedies to anime, they have recap episodes or backdoor pilot episodes. But this wasn't even really a backdoor pilot, and it's kind of weird for a short episode series to have an episode that completely moves away from the narrative that they've been setting up for 4 episodes prior.
Not if it brings these stories together, because that's exactly what it did. You can't just have Din Djarin show up. Like, for example, she couldn't have just walked into a bar and he's just sitting there having a drink. You needed to see what he was doing, because it's like he met up with Luke Skywalker, which everybody knows was like the biggest thing out of season 2.
Yep.
So what's the aftermath of that? What's the fallout? If he's just sitting there chilling in a bar and she grabs him, picks him up, and they go on a mission, it's like, really? That's all we're gonna get? Seriously? Y'all gonna act like we didn't see the end of season 2? Mm-hmm. So you gotta.
Hand of Omega is saying the rumors are that Boba Fett will meet either Omega or Mace Windu by the end of the season.
It ain't gonna be Mace Windu. He dead.
People say he's alive.
I would like to see him alive, but he dead. Even though you don't see a body. Because usually when somebody dead, you see a body in movies and television.
That's true.
Yeah, he did.
Maybe. Omega would be interesting to see.
Omega would be interesting to see.
How would that be, though? She's supposed to be unfettered, I guess, word.
Correct.
Clone.
Right.
Yeah.
So that means
just
she
like
would
Boba.
look like she'd be a female-looking. So you're gonna have tomorrow.
No, she's. I don't think she's. Is she? I guess no.
They said she's a clone that hasn't been.
And not only that,
modified except for she's female.
Yeah.
Not only that, she's an older clone than Boba.
Wouldn't they be around the same age?
Maybe.
Because like Boba, you saw him in the Clone Wars.
Boba's a little older, I think.
So I don't particularly know. I just know, and you see Boba in the series Clone Wars, and Bad Batch takes place literally like right after the Clone Wars ended. So it could either be around the same age or one is older.
Yes, and that would be incest. Absolutely.
That didn't stop Loki and Loki.
I mean, they're like.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
They're
kidding.
the
I'm
same
totally
person.
kidding.
Yeah, but a clone is the same person.
Yeah.
No.
exactly.
What I'm saying
Genetically.
is, I'm saying in the sense of
Genetically, that
they're
would be weird.
It's
they're
like
the same
identical
person
twins.
That would be totally
from
weird.
different verses.
Yeah, no,
they're
would be
clones
totally
of each other. That's
that would be totally weird. Totally weird. So what else does everybody what's everybody else got on their minds besides Boba Fett?
I did see
Mace Windu? What?
Excuse me. Wolverine was talking about Ozark season 4.
I haven't started Ozark at all.
I've watched. I haven't started the newest season yet, so I am caught up until the newest season. Mm-hmm. So it's a good show if you like Breaking Bad. It's very similar type feel.
That's another show I haven't started yet.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad. I mean, I know I need to get on it. There's a lot of shows that like you collect and you just either don't watch, don't play, or whatever. I just haven't gotten to it. Better Call Saul, but Breaking Bad, I just haven't done it. Yeah. So Legend has been rewatching the DC animated universe. Never a bad thing, by the way, on HBO Max. Okay. He says he's just about to finish Static Shock season 4. I mean, like Static Shock, I liked it. I really, really liked it. It almost feels wrong to say anything bad about it, but you always felt like it just didn't get quite the same amount of love as the other shows. Even like the Zeta Project was kind of like cheaply made. It felt like Static Shock was kind of cheaply made
because Batman is more important than all those other ones. Everything that came out of the Batverse was quality.
Wolverine Solid X wants to talk NFL playoffs. Like literally, that was the best. Right. That was the best weekend of football we have ever had.
And I didn't watch any.
Ever had.
I saw who
won.
Literally,
like Wolverine. The topic is wasted on these two.
Because football is a game. Just like every other sport is a game.
Yeah. Because I have a feeling, like I always say, if you play for a Detroit team and then you go to somebody else's team, you're gonna win. Because it has happened multiple gosh darn times.
And there's a reason for that.
Because
bad
first
management.
off, I found out that it said that the NFL, first off, isn't classified as a sport because it says that they literally are. It's almost a thing like it has to be classified as a sports entertainment.
What?
Something of the sort. I would find the article and I would pull it up what I read because they were saying that certain people are saying that they literally are controlling certain aspects of the game, which is probably
with the referees.
Why
with the referees,
the Lions suck so bad because they only suck because anybody with eyeballs in their head have seen that the Lions have won countless games.
That get ripped from them.
They were pulled away from them for whatever reason.
Absolutely.
So it could be some back politics going on. That's who knows. I have no idea.
Here's
but
why
I'd like to see Stafford win.
It would be cool. Here's why I don't really care about football as a sport. There's way too many rules that stop the game from being what it needs to be.
Do you mean just kill somebody?
No, he didn't say kill.
Like, for example, all of the rules of you can't, like, quote unquote, rough the passer.
You literally cannot blow on the quarterback.
Right. It's like he's on the field. He has the ball that I'm trying to get. Guess what? If I break his arm on the way in, that's what happens.
I mean, it's
Joe Theismann rule.
It's a byproduct of me trying to tackle him.
Exactly.
If I'm coming in, you're gonna penalize me for coming in too fast. I should just walk up to the quarterback and just hit him then.
Right.
He didn't say blow the quarterback, you freak.
No, you can't blow on the quarterback, you jerk.
Yeah, because that was another Lions game where they said, he was hooking the pass. He didn't even hook him. He touched his freaking shoulder.
Oh, you talking about the infamous Miracle in Motown when Rodgers basically did not get a face mask, but it was so crazy. It was don't even get me started.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't even get me started. That shit
obviously
made me so mad.
Going on there.
That made me so mad. But it is like Iguana Man said, it's always a good weekend when the Cowboys lose. It's always a good weekend when the Packers lose too.
Yeah.
It really is. No, it really is. Fallen Marvel says baseball is the only sport I still have some respect for. After that Barry Bonds shit, you still got some respect for baseball?
That's been a long time
These
ago.
motherfuckers, man. No, literally, yesterday was the last day that Barry Bonds could get voted into the Hall of Fame. They kept him out, but they put David Ortiz in, someone that also did PEDs. You know why they put him in?
Because he's Cuban.
because he was nice to the baseball writers. Barry Bonds didn't give a fuck about them baseball writers and really told them what to do themselves.
I don't understand how PDEs help you swing faster, because the bigger you get, the slower you become. So regardless, these guys are still hitting balls.
Beyond that, hand-eye coordination does not get enhanced with steroids.
Yeah, exactly.
You still have to be able to hit the ball.
Exactly.
Who cares how strong you are?
That's why I never quite understood that whole thing. You have to see the ball coming. You have to be able to react to it. You have to be able to hit it. I don't think that makes you a better baseball.
Hand of Omega.
Yeah,
I got some for you.
Yeah, real quick.
Here's Sub-Zero, now Plane Zero.
Since he asked for it.
So, Hand of Omega says every sport has anime but golf. That is not true.
There's a golf anime?
There is a golf anime that literally just came out this season. I shit you not.
Wow.
I shit you not. Yeah.
All right, Takeem, anybody in the D&D here? I personally am not. He's also saying, who's watching Legend of Vox Machina?
I've heard Legend of Vox Machina is pretty good. I think it's on Amazon. So I know Amarok just started D&D on. He was starting to play it with his group. He had invited me to come in, but man, I'm just way too busy. I don't have time to.
I don't want to be slowing people down because I've never played it at all.
It's
and
fun.
To just jump into it. Okay, what does this do? What does you got to learn all this other stuff?
It's doing D&D is fun if you have a group of. Well, first of all, having a knowledgeable game master really makes everything more fun. But doing it with a bunch of friends, it is pretty.
All right, let's start a hookup party right now. Preem and Hand of Omega will probably join your games there, Takeem. Because Preem says he's into it, and Hand of Omega, I'm sure, is into it.
He is into it, and he should have invited me and taught me all this crap. The fucking 20 years I know the guy, not once. Mm-hmm. Jerk.
Yeah. So, no, actually, Hand of Omega, the golf anime it's about women's golf. You should have seen that coming. You should have seen that coming. Like anime, putting a bunch of cute girls or something like that into some kind of sport activity. Come on, you should have seen that coming. He's probably trolling. He's probably already seen it.
He is trolling.
Yeah, I'm sure he's trolling.
Let's see, WWE Royal Rumble is this Saturday, which is so weird. I use pay-per-views, which are now called something different.
What are they called now?
I think they're called premium live events or something like that.
Premium live events?
I think you can still get a pay-per-view. I don't know exactly how.
But why would you?
Exactly. But now they're on Saturday nights instead of Sunday, which is weird.
What? That's weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's so weird.
You said you invited me, and I have played once. We didn't play anything for 4 hours. We were still learning the stuff.
You were making characters, weren't you?
Literally 4 hours. We didn't do anything.
Hey, making your characters takes a long fucking time. I'm not going to kid.
I told you killed my character.
So he was like, fuck it, I'm not going to go back again.
So whatever,
He's like, I'm not going to do it anymore.
No, I never got invited back. It was the first time, and I was learning and building a character. It literally took like 4 hours before we even did
that's
anything.
interesting. So Legend says that I heard Mickie James may be in the Women's Rumble with her Impact Wrestling Knockouts title.
Yep. They brought her in as a special guest.
Now, that's kind of cool.
It's cool, but it's also, again, I get it. You need to have some publicity. But the Royal Rumble, the whole idea of it was surprise entrance.
So if you leak this,
they've leaked almost everybody.
That's so dumb.
Dude, they've leaked Mickie James. They've leaked potentially Ronda Rousey. They've leaked Asuka coming back. It's like the whole point of the Rumble was to see who shows up. If you tell me before it even happens, it's like, okay, well.
So, right, because it's like, okay, how can shit go viral if everybody knows it's coming beforehand?
Exactly.
If it was a surprise and they actually came out, like, okay, what if they teased that, didn't leak it, but The Rock all of a sudden just showed up? Everybody go bananas, right?
Right.
So it's like, don't leak shit ahead of time.
Well, not even just that. Like, okay, for example, when Edge came back, I think about 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago now.
Yeah, everybody was surprised.
Huge pop.
Yeah.
Now, granted, some people knew, but they, for the most part, kept it under wraps. So it was a great, reaction because, again, he retired because of back injury and all that other sort of stuff. So it was like, wow, he came back, or neck injury. Mm-hmm. It's like, wow, to see Edge come back, that was awesome. Yeah. Now you're just telling everybody. Well, yeah, it's like, okay, well.
Yeah, no, it's just
Preem, they don't not necessarily have to leak the names of people watch. You can leak a couple. You can leak one or two, but not almost everybody that you potentially are trying to have come back. That's pointless.
I'm watching.
It's like they say, okay, well, Oscar's going to make her return. Okay, cool.
That'd be cool.
Who else is going to come back?
At least she was somebody that's coming off an injury. But if you get Mickie James to cross over from one federation to yours for this event,
like literally, you don't leak that.
Just let it happen.
Right? Don't leak that at all. Like,
let's see. No, AEW legend. AEW is very open about that. They let their guys go and work at other places because for them, they're just like, look, there's more eyeballs on our people.
Right.
That's just how they leave it.
Like
so.
they were like, hey, free publicity for you is publicity for us too. You know, because they're in our stable, not yours, basically. Dude, I haven't sat down and watched wrestling in forever.
Conceptual Alexis checking in. What's up, man?
What's up, dude?
They want to get people to watch it. Ratings. So,
I get it.
Certain leaks will get you ratings, but you don't have to leak everything.
Not everything, right? This is like literally just letting all. It's okay. There's no suspense anymore. Why am I watching this?
Next fighting game event at the at the Culture Junkie spot. The next one that's at least sort of kind of on the books is Wolverine Solid X's Tekken tournament. So
I don't know, when is that supposed to be?
I gotta speak with him about it because it's his birthday's coming up. So he's gonna try to get it close around that time.
So when we get the pieces this time, we're going to get a whole bunch of those Batman calzones.
We can get some of those Batman calzones if they still have them. When does the movie come out? March?
Yeah,
they'll still have them.
Yeah,
we can get some of those.
Yeah,
that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I know.
Here's the thing. All it looked like to me when I saw that picture was it looked like it was just a pizza that they just kind of cut up. So you're getting way less pizza. Like, come on now.
Like, they didn't know nothing really special. Like, especially the bat wings in the middle were literally like, 2 slices of pizza. You're just like, okay.
Like, come on, dude. And again, I get it.
Yeah. Promotions.
Here's the funny thing, though. That means that the Warner Brothers is going pretty far down on the license tie-in thing. Because back in the day, they used to be like, what was it, Diet Coke? It was on the Batman movies or whatnot.
Dr. Pepper.
Now it's like, Little Caesars, man. Like, hold on, dude. Little Caesars. Now, granted, there's Little Caesars in places I didn't expect there to be, but Little Caesars you ain't Coke when you talking about Little Caesars.
Right.
Come on now.
Right.
Batman should be getting something a little bit higher.
Could you imagine Little Caesars doing like a Captain America shield pizza?
Oh, goodness. That'd be the most.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, though.
$5 bat and ready. Preem says
there you go. $5 bat and ready.
$5 bat and ready. I like it.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Man.
Yeah,
no. It's. I don't know.
Hannah Omega says, "How does Catwoman look in the new Batman trailer? I mean, have you seen Zoe Kravitz? I mean, if you've seen Zoe Kravitz, then you know how she looks.
Yeah, I mean, they got her outfit's looking good. It's very year one looking, which is cool.
Yeah. No, I like it.
Again, we'll see what they do. Yeah. It's one of those. Like I said, I'm still not high on Pattinson being Batman. I still have to see the movie.
I gotta see it too.
But
I gotta see it too. Yeah.
Again, we'll see.
I was very negative about it.
But 3 hours.
Yeah. 3 hours. Another Warner Brothers epic long-ass movie.
You got to earn my 3 hour sit down.
Right.
You got to earn that.
I mean, it is granted, it is Batman, but
that don't mean that. That don't mean nothing this time because here's the thing. We all sat there for Infinity War and Endgame. There's no problem. You know why?
We weren't gonna miss that shit.
No, not even because 10 years of build up. It's like you've earned my sit down and watch this. You can't come out the gate at 3 hours.
Fallen Marvel says, I'm not looking forward to 3 hours of Batman. Now, see, and sometimes that would be blasphemous for some people, but to your point, what have they done to earn a 3 hour Batman movie?
Telling you what they're going to do.
What are they going to do?
You're going to see Detective Batman for the first time ever.
Well, that's true.
Look. Coming through the... I see that right there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put that together. That's going to take like an hour. There you go.
Right okay. Now,
hold on. Brian Canny, tagline for the Bat Pizzas, so we can make these all day.
Yeah. No,
I'm sorry for the cat pizzas, though.
But you know what, though? Honestly, I hope in this Batman film we get maybe some real detective stuff in it. Matches Malone would be pretty cool to see him
they are not doing Matches Malone.
Yeah, I know they're not going to do Matches Malone. I'm just saying it'll be awesome.
Here's the only thing I'll give Pattinson credit for. This man had the black eyeliner on his eyes that you're supposed to have when you had the bat cowl. Like when he took it off, you still had the eyeliner there.
Yeah.
Because miraculously, when Michael Keaton took his off,
that shit was gone.
It was just gone. From one shot, it was there. The next day, he ripped it off. It's just gone. I'm like, wait, what?
Like, where'd it go?
I'll give Pattinson credit for at least having that continuity. Yeah. But I do not see him doing Masters Malone. I don't see him doing any of, like I said, Dido is 100% right. That's the only way this movie's going to be long, is if you really see him going around getting clues and doing what a detective would do.
Okay, so Hannah Omega saying, how do you know there won't be parents kill flashbacks?
They already said they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it.
They said they're not going to do it, which is smart on their part. Because, goddamn, we were so tired of seeing the Waynes just bite. Just like we were tired of seeing Uncle Ben bite every damn time we got a Spider-Man.
Watch, they're gonna pigeonhole it in somehow.
Right. So, Iguana Man rumored 4 hours director's cut. No, that's not a rumor. They literally were screening 4 hour cuts of the Batman movie to early watchers. Why would you ever screen a 4 hour movie and think that's going to pass?
Hey. Okay, so Legend said people will run down to the cinemas to see a Batman film no matter how long it is. Never fails.
That's true.
I understand that. What I'm saying is they didn't earn it to be 3 hours. They haven't done anything in their universe that is showing why this movie needs to be this long.
You're going to see some things in there. You probably be like, okay, did we really need that? You cut that out.
Oh, I see that in almost every movie I watch.
Yeah, we'll be searching for Riddler icons.
Yeah, he's gonna be from Arkham. He's gonna be doing them Riddler challenges.
Yeah, the Riddler challenges.
It's gonna be Riddler challenges.
Cassidius is right. I bet we're gonna see Crime Alley. He's probably right. Probably will see Crime Alley at some point, more than likely.
Preem, you are 100% right. The director stated in his opinion, people are tired of seeing Bruce Wayne's origin story over and over.
I mean, it's not like we ain't been saying that for forever anyway, though. Like literally, what Marvel did was really smart. With the Hulk, they didn't even show his origin. They literally just did it in the credits, in the opening credits.
Right.
They didn't show his origin or anything like it. People knew that. People knew what happened.
Earned since Zack Snyder started? No. Dark Knight doesn't count. Dark Knight is not even part of this continuity.
No, it's not even part of the conversation because this is a brand new telling of the Batman story. Mm-hmm. This is Batman Year One.
I want to bring something up that I was thinking about earlier today, and I wonder if you guys was out there because we watched Hawkeye, everybody, right? And in Hawkeye, they had that play that people said they want to go see.
Rogers the Musical?
Rogers the Musical. And Ant-Man was at the Battle of New York, right?
According to the play. Yeah.
According to
the play. But what if something did change because Ant-Man was at the Battle of New York via time travel.
That's true.
And what if he didn't stick to what he was supposed to do and somebody saw him? And you know how they say to split off a different universe?
Yeah.
Maybe they
What if Scott did something? What if Scott did something? Okay.
Never know.
You know what? That's a really good point. I didn't even think about that. That's a really good point. Takeem says, I love how this Bruce Wayne has discover adamantium armor. I know, right? He's just literally walking through hails of bullets.
That part of the trailer really was off-putting to me. I'm like, dude, Batman's whole thing is he's not bulletproof.
Right.
That was the entire reason that it was like he's amazing as a character because he's going in there. Yes, he has armor. We know that. But just sitting there just taking gunfire like he's Superman, it's like, come on, dude.
That doesn't happen.
Yeah,
like he's nimble, he's agile enough to move out of the way of the bullets and disarm all of these people that are literally shooting at him.
Yeah,
like that's what makes him so cool. Honestly,
that's what made playing the games fun. It's like, look, yes, in a game, of course, you can get shot and then heal yourself.
Right.
But in the Batman games, it's like, no, you get shot, you're probably going to die because like once you get one hit in, all it takes is somebody with a crowbar to hit you in the back, take that last little 2 bits of health you have. So that's what made the games fun. It was like, nope, you got to dodge people that have machine guns.
Okay, and now Legend brings up another thing. Batman films from Warner Brothers DC at this point are basically insurance policies stating that people will keep coming and spending money. I mean, this is true, and that kind of is the whole problem with them. It's like
they got way too big of not rogues gallery. They got way too big of a character backlog that they have had for over 50 years.
Right.
That they just will not.
Not develop
until recently, Marvel started showing, hey, lesser characters can do big numbers.
And like we brought up, Peacemaker is doing crazy numbers for them. It's a new character. It's a new experience from a DC thing.
Another wrestler making something awesome.
Huh, how about that?
Wow. That's how it goes.
Hand of Omega, should Melinda May and Agent Jimmy Woo be in Shang-Chi or is that pandering? It's kind of pandering, bro. I mean, I know you're trolling, but that's kind of pandering. Batman got Beskar Mandalorian armor.
Pretty much. In that one trailer, that's what it looked like. There was a shootout. He's just walking. I'm like, dude, even real ballistic armor wouldn't let you do that.
Yeah.
Like, when you get hit, you're still getting hit by something traveling 600 miles an hour.
Right. That shit
It's going to put you on your butt. I don't care what type of armor you have.
Right.
You're going to get knocked down.
And besides, if it's armor that can do that shit is heavy as hell.
Exactly.
It's got to be heavy.
Exactly.
Right? Cassidia says, do you think we're going to see Joaquin Phoenix? Hell no. Hell no.
Oh, is his Joker?
Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah, all their movies are separate, so,
yeah.
Right.
They don't know how to put their other movies together and make them, kind of coexist.
He's not
that type of thing.
He's the inspiration to the Joker that's going to come up.
Why would Melinda May and Shang-Chi be pandering? Because, you're literally just showing her just to show her. And because she's Asian. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, unless she's got a cousin from Talo or something.
Right. You're saying all Asians have to be in the Shang-Chi film?
Well, she might be from the Upper East Side of Talo.
Right.
The Upper East Side.
There's possibilities.
Let's see. Head Omegas, his past Spider actors made a big splash. Are they going to do the same with Batman actors?
They
kind of already did that.
Val Kilmer is in no shape to do that.
That's true.
Did he not
Adam
hear
West is
that about the
unfortunate.
Flash?
Right. I was going to say, unfortunately, Adam West is no longer with us. Christian Bale, I don't think is interested, but Michael Keaton is there. So Clooney is probably.
They won a bat flick.
Clooney probably would
Actually,
never be invited back anyway, because technically he's supposed to be playing the Keaton/Val Kilmer Batman, but Michael Keaton kind of just says, "You don't need them. You got me."
I don't even think Clooney would do it. Clooney understands that he shouldn't have been Batman.
He shouldn't have been.
So he gets it.
Bruce Wayne is fine. You know what would have been interesting if they had made someone be Bruce Wayne and somebody else be Batman, because the actor that was playing Bruce Wayne was no way, shape, or form fit to be Batman. That would have been interesting.
Legend, you bring up a very interesting point between you and Takeem. DC is the house that Batman built from Lego Batman, 100%. But there's the problem, because you're saying that's right. Batman built it up from the ground up since 1939. There's the issue. As great of a character as Batman is, he shouldn't have
that much sway over
at this point company. 12 or so movies.
Right. And that's
overkill, dude.
The only other person that's gotten even a third of the way close to Superman.
Yeah. It's like you have all these other characters that you have available, and the majority of your movies live action are just those two.
Don't get him started. He'll blame the fans for not supporting Green Lantern. Come on, don't get him started.
It's not even about the fans though. It's literally a lack of imagination on the part.
See, there you go.
Again, what do you mean, DC? Here's the thing. Here's what you're not understanding about Marvel fans. We're on top because the company that's doing our stuff is a smart company. They know how to do what it is that they're doing. They hire the best people to do what it is that they're doing. That's just how that goes.
And they put out quality. They never not put out quality.
Right. They have one dude sitting over top of all of it, making sure all this stuff is good.
There's people out there that would say that they're not putting out quality because, as you know, there are people out there that don't like Endgame or anything that Marvel has to do because, oh my God, it wasn't enough action in Endgame. They're pandering to the girls.
There's too many jokes. There's too many jokes. It's too bright.
Oh my God, it's too bright. Thor got fat.
Again, like I said, it's straight up out and out quality because what it is they let these people get in there. They make whatever little minor adjustments they got to make in order to keep it within, parameters that they feel need to work. And then they step to the side and let these people do their thing. When you have a company that does that, you get successful stuff.
Cassidia said something kind of blasphemous.
Okay.
I can't wait to see Morbius, said no one.
I'm looking forward to Morbius.
You said it.
I'm looking forward to Morbius.
I'm looking forward to Morbius. We know what.
Now, here's the thing. And the worst part is it's coming out on April Fool's Day.
I know,
and
right?
I swear to goodness. If that movie somehow finds a way to get pushed again, then I might not be as excited to see it because I'm like, look, y'all got to release this movie. I'm getting tired of waiting.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Right. Fallen Marvel said delayed again.
Better not.
Yeah, right.
Better not.
Delayed again.
Because here's the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Because wait, it got pushed past Doctor Strange, didn't it?
It did. No, wait.
No, April is for Morbius. Doctor Strange is May.
Oh, okay.
Doctor Strange was supposed to be in March.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, right.
Here's the thing.
Right.
If it finds a way to get pushed past
ahead?
Strange.
Yeah.
I might not. I'll go see it. I'm sure, but
right.
They better not.
But your enthusiasm may wane a little bit.
A little bit.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. All
right.
Yeah.
Will Andrew Garfield make an appearance? That's what some people are rumoring, but I highly doubt
That'd be
it.
funny if they pushed it back to do that.
Right. I highly doubt that they're gonna go back to the well on the whole Andrew Garfield Tobey Maguire thing. I highly doubt. Everybody said, you know what? There was a meme that somebody put out just recently saying that Tobey Maguire did an interview with Entertainment Weekly, says, asking how he felt about the fans wanting Amazing Spider-Man 3. He was like, where were you motherfuckers in 2012?
Yeah,
like, where the fuck were you motherfuckers
Some of them
in 2012?
weren't born yet.
Right.
But that's probably the issue. A lot of them are seeing this stuff like, man, I would like to see another movie with this guy. I was there for all the Spider-Man movies.
Right.
And I would like to see another movie because I think they'll be actually write it better than before.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind seeing it.
But wait, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out in 2012?
14.
It was 14? Okay.
Okay.
So
I believe it was
2014.
Okay, here's the thing. And this is where it's a gift and a curse. Avengers is already out. The original Avengers Age of Ultron was a little bit lesser of success, but Avengers already showed people what they wanted. And it was just kind of like, you need to kind of be in this camp over here.
Right.
So Amazing Spider-Man just didn't fit in that camp. It fit. Now, if Avengers didn't exist yet or hadn't come out yet,
Well,
I guarantee you they would have had a sequel to that.
you know what the real problem is? Came out the same weekend the Winter Soldier came out.
Yeah, that too. But again, that MCU continuity, that vibe, that feel it was a very hard thing to look past when you saw all these movies stuck in the 90s style of comic book movie. And
Yep.
Amazing Spider-Man was unfortunately stuck in the 90s style of comic book movie. Just a bunch of villains with very little,
Takima's funny.
backstory or anything. Just throw them in there. Just, let's make it work.
Takima's funny. I'm gonna try and see if I can emulate it. Felicia.
Oh goodness! God, with them suckers on his fingers.
Oh my God! Yes, this shit was funny.
Michael Morbius.
And we'll make it. Bill Murray will make more Garfield before Ghostbusters. No, he won't.
Hey, Bill Murray did his thing in that. Hey, I need that to come out on 4K right now.
What, Garfield? The
No.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Come
Yeah.
on now.
I thought it was really done well. And
Afterlife?
personally,
Yeah.
yes, Afterlife, I hope they don't do any more.
I think they're going to. Though.
I think
Of course
they're
they're going
I think
to.
they're going to.
We don't need any more Ghostbuster movies because though they're fun to watch, unless you do what the 2016 one did, and they're not going to do that one, they're not going to give it because the 2016 Ghostbusters really set up for more Ghostbusters movie because it didn't need to have a story, a continuity. This latest Ghostbusters movie was totally continuity from the stuff that we saw in the 80s, and that's where they're going to keep trying to go on. And I don't think that necessarily is needed.
Hold on though.
Yo,
We can extend a little bit. Before we do that, here's the thing. I think that they could do it. They don't have to have anybody else in it except maybe Winston, only as financier advisory type role. And he doesn't even have to necessarily be in it. It could just literally be they're setting up the kids in the old firehouse. And
But I don't
doing
want
their
kids.
thing.
I want like either young adults or fucking.
Well, again,
grown
you time jump the story. You don't have to literally pick up right from when they rolled in and cleaning up the firehouse.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
I mean, the only other way I could see it is if they did it like Ghostbusters Extreme, which that's not gonna happen.
that would be awesome, but you kind of would need Gigan for that one.
Yeah.
So, Winston can be Nick Fury. Winston pretty much is Nick Fury already.
Winston could take the Egon role in there.
Yeah, Winston pretty much. No, he couldn't.
Let's see. If it isn't Marvel Studios, nobody will accept. Keep in mind that make Spider-Man Amazing Spider-Man 3 is a thing because of Sony cooperating with Marvel. Yeah, that's kind of what happens when you have a really good company and they're setting the sales in the right direction.
Exactly.
That's kind of how that works.
Exactly.
When you got a good navigator and a captain and you start sailing, you're usually pretty good to go.
So all that noise about Sony's going to yank Spider-Man back? No.
Dude, let's be real.
No, bro. No,
Sony,
that's not gonna
outside of having the
That's not
PlayStation
gonna happen.
to kind of prop them up,
They really ain't got
Sony.
They really
Sony's
ain't got
hurting.
shit no
So
more.
if Disney really wanted to lay the hammer
Right.
down, they're back in that position cash wise, where they can be like, oh, well,
Right.
So Spider-Man, we were going to offer you $10 billion last time. You know what? We're thinking best I can do is $2 billion.
Yeah.
We'll take it for $2 billion.
right.
We'll give you $2 billion. Take
Let's
it off.
wrap
your
it up. So
hands.
the last thing I'm gonna bring up, Hannah Omega says rumors of Hugh Jackman may come back as Old Man Logan. Want or do not want?
He already did Old Man Logan.
He sure did. But in the Doctor Strange movie.
Again, you get that cameo, the theater will explode.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to hear no leaks about it. I want it to
None. literally
be I walk in the theater, I'm sitting there, Strange opens up a portal, and then Hugh Jackman turns around.
Because the good example of them doing that?
Mm-hmm.
X-Men First Class.
Yeah.
Did nobody know he was in there?
It was a good cameo.
It was a great cameo.
They just walk up, you see a dude sitting there smoking, like, oh,
Fuck off.
shoot, it's freaking Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, he's like literally just fuck off.
You know what pissed me off is when they had another chance to get a good Wolverine cameo that they let out the bag was, what was the one that they did? Was it Apocalypse? No, it wasn't Apocalypse. The one before that.
Days of Future Past?
Nah, it wasn't Days of Future Past.
Yeah, that was before.
Maybe, no, it was Apocalypse then.
Uh-huh.
Because didn't Stryker catch them in a no?
He did catch him at the
In
end.
a-
At the
That
end of
movie
Days
was
of
so
Future Past.
all over the place.
Yeah, it was at the end of Days of Future Past. Because Magneto had sent him flying.
No. I'm talking about he caught the kids. So that must have been an Apocalypse.
Oh, that was Apocalypse.
Yeah,
no, that was
so
Apocalypse.
They had a real good chance to just leave that under wraps.
Uh-huh.
Nope. Here's the trailer. Got to show that Wolverine's in the
Right, I know, right? Yeah.
Dude, man.
In his Weapon X helmet and everything. Yeah,
that would have been a great. Dang,
cameo.
they went there.
Yeah. It looked great. It was great. But anyway.
Old Man Logan does not need to have full white hair.
All right, cool. That's the end of the show today, ladies and gentlemen. Cameras up, everybody. So we want to thank everybody for joining us today. It has been great talking with you all. Next week's episode is going to be all about collectibles. We were initially going to be talking about Morbius, but, somebody decided to push that movie back.
Well,
Sony.
hey,
Hold
on. Wait. So Legend is still on about this Green Lantern thing. This is
I
hilarious.
told you, man. Look, I told you not to get him started.
Sinestro got his yellow ring. That's who he would have faced. He already faced Parallax.
Who was the yellow
Who was
personified.
the biggest villain he ever faced in the comics at that point.
Right.
So why you want to have him face somebody lesser?
Parallax. They should have gave Sinestro that yellow ring in that movie. And him having to defeat
all
Sinestro.
they had to do.
Here's the thing. This is real quick. This is what I would have done for that first movie. I would have had him and Sinestro buddy cop that movie.
That was supposed to be what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, just have them going around being exactly what they are. Space. Don't even set it on Earth. Don't even come back to Earth for nothing. Do the entire because you had that CG budget for a damn CG costume for the whole damn movie. You could have had him on another planet or other planets, and he's going around, him and Sinestro buddy copping it up.
Yep.
Sinestro starts to show he's a little heavy-handed. Mm-hmm. The Watchers get involved, whatever. They fight
Guardians,
something, and then he's like, "No, I'm done with this. Y'all are too soft."
But
and
honestly,
he gets his yellow ring.
Honestly, the whole trilogy could have been Hal and Sinestro buddy cop. Maybe with Kilowog as the third wheel, as Michael Clark Duncan was Kilowog.
Most vehicles have four wheels.
Right. So him being in there, him in space with Sinestro, yeah, he's heavy-handed, but they solve a case, right? Mm-hmm. Second movie is when Sinestro has his falling out. The third movie is after he's amassed this yellow ring and is like kind of laying waste to Green Lanterns. Hal has to stop him. Third movie. Or even the end of the second movie. I don't care.
No.
But
middle of second movie, he gets beginning of second movie, he gets the yellow ring.
yeah, that's like first act.
Shows that, shows us how powerful and ridiculous it is. It's like, dang.
Right.
And then by third movie, Sinestro Corps.
Yes.
Green Lantern Corps.
Yes, that would have been awesome.
Again.
Yes,
and,
that would have been awesome.
And like I said,
Yes.
but is that the fans' problem? No,
Nope.
that's
Warner
lack
Brothers'
of-
problem.
Lack of imagination.
None. Anyway, that's a fantastic show. Man, that could be a great topic for another day. Us.
What's
I
up?
have a question.
What's the question?
He asked, what kind of collectibles?
What kind of collectibles?
All types.
All of them. All of them.
All types, except for them weird toenail collections people be doing. That's ain't none of us doing that.
Yeah, no. Anyway, so make sure you come back next week for that episode of Culture Junkies Live, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, right here on Twitch exclusively. And GQ's got a message for all of our patrons out there, like the other Steve.
Oh, awesome. I mean, especially since we're gonna be talking about collectibles next week, and definitely do not bring any types of weird bodily function collections because we're not gonna be doing none of that. But if you want to be awesome like our Culture Junkies level and above patrons, DeMarcus Smith, Fab Nerd Life, the Net, the Iguana Man, and the other Steve, with our executive producer level patron, the Iguana Man, and producer level, the DeMarcus Smith. You can go over to patreon.com/culturejunkies and go over there and check out the different tiers. There's 5 different tiers to choose from with some awesome shiny new badges that you can view over there, and it might be a way for you to get a hold of a badge. But we'll talk about that later at some point in the future. But for as little as $1 a month, not even $1 a day, you can support a Culture Junkie. So we appreciate the support, how it comes in, whether it be through likes, love, shares, comments, telling everybody about us, subscribing to our Twitch and other places. So, but there's also other things you can do to support us. Great Dadakuji is wearing an example of that right now.
Indeed he is.
No, I'm just joking. T-shirts. I want to show you guys a T-shirt.
Merch.
And this T-shirt right here is kind of cool.
Can we see it? Let's see it.
He is wearing a Super Squid Bros.
She is.
You have to show her this shirt.
The 10 rings one.
She's wearing the 10
so we
rings.
can show you the shirt.
Yep, she's coming all the way over. Look at that.
All right.
She's making her way around.
She's coming all the way around.
All the way around.
See that one?
Modeling.
Yep.
That right there.
10 rings.
The 10 rings.
Can we zoom in? So, cameraman, zoom in.
Zoom.
Zoom. Zoom.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
There you go.
It's cool, right?
Yeah.
CultureJunkies.net/merch. Oh my God.
Mr. Camera up, look at you.
Shaky cam. Blair, which project?
Nah, that shaky cam would be what was that movie? Oh, Matrix 4. That was shaky.
Oh no,
cam.
Hardcore Henry, right?
Yeah, fuck
Hardcore
these
Henry's
ads.
fun. Yeah,
I'm
it
sorry that you guys have ads out there, but if you support us by subscribing,
they're talking about the Twitch ads.
No, they are. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about too.
Yeah, subscribe. You want to
subscribe? You get rid of those ads. I mean, that's super awesome.
Yeah.
And just go to culturejunkies.net/merch and you can support us there. You can tell your friends. You can support us there. I mean, like, come on, guys. I know you guys got friends out there. Say, hey, I think you would like these guys.
We aren't your only friends.
Yeah,
We know we're not.
Come on.
We know we're not.
I mean, I know I'm your best friend.
Be awesome. You need that 10 rings? You can get that 10 rings. Check out the link in the description.
Absolutely.
I mean, in the chat. I mean, you can do that too.
Well,
thank you.
Yeah. culturejunkies.net/merch. Yep.
She said, I got 4 kids.
I got 4 kids.
Good. That means you need to buy 5 shirts.
Exactly. You guys can do some family
I got
photos.
4 kids to feed.
Right. Family photos in the Culture Junkie shirts.
Indeed. Right? No, that would be fun. That would actually be really fun. All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Hope you all enjoy your week. Stay warm out there in the dead of winter. We will be back next week for our collectible show, episode 302.
Except for Cosidius, he's out warm on the surface of the sun, probably checking in.
Probably, right? So for my friends, the Great Adakuji and GQ, I'm Kenshiro. We'll see you guys next week. Hope you have a great one. Peace out.
10 rings.
10 rings.
Extreme situations require extreme measures.
It's a cool.
It's a cool 70 down here. This guy.
Guys,
it's a cool 70 down there. This dude says what? Cool like he think he funny as hell. It's like, oh, it's a cool 70 down here. You know, Seth called me actually the other day, and I asked him how warm it was. He was like, "Hey, it's 75." I see dudes I'm in like, dude, I gotta get a jacket on. I was like, man, you fully acclimated now. Yeah, your ass used to live up here. You know, no damn 75.
Blood got thin.
Right.
It's cold. It's
cold.
Degrees.
It's cold. Like, dog, come on, man.
Didn't mean bad stories. Said they mean lower
expectations. Man, I love that Preem and Legend just going at it in the chat. I just love it, man. This is awesome. This is awesome.
Bring people together.
Yeah, this is awesome. 10 rings. Kevin, make sure you come back next week, dude. Like, you know.